Hi, my name is Kirk Hamilton. I'm a practicing physician assistant of 30 years in nutrition integrative medicine. I'm an author, health educator, and this is the Staying Healthy Today show. Today's topic is how to get rid of morning brain fog. It's something I hear about all the time in the practice. I'm fuzzy brain in the morning, I'm foggy brain in the morning, I can't get going, I'm not clear in the morning. And I want to tell you there's some real simple things you can do that make a dramatic difference in this symptom. So number one is foods. Yep, I'm going to say it. Dairy foods with dinner, after dinner, alcohol, and desserts are notorious for making you foggy the next day. Ideally, I'd like you to eat off my basic elimination or bed diet, but those three foods stay away from. The next are medications. Sometimes we take for granted that medication is just part of our everyday. You could take Benadryl at night to help you sleep, and it can make you foggy in the morning. You weren't even thinking about that. So any medication can do it. In my field, hormones. We give progesterone all the time in oral capsules to help people fall asleep. And it works wonderfully. But if you give too much, you can get a little foggy brained. The bedroom environment. This is a place where, number one, it's got to be sacred. And here are the biggies. Number one, if you have an animal on your bed, sleeping on your bed or near your bed, animal dander you can be sensitive to, and or they bring in dust. So keep the animals off the bed. Keep the stuffed animals off the bed. Keep the dolls off the bed. They collect dust. The next is sometimes what you can do is you can take the sheets, pillowcases, mattress covers, you throw them in the dryer a couple times a week, heat them up really, really good, and that kills dust mites. The next is you want to look around your bed because there may be dust around or mold underneath the carpet. The other thing you want to do is you want to look at your window. If it's pollen season and you have an open window, guess what? You might get a little pollen in there and get all stuffy up front, up top, and be fuzzy and foggy in the morning. Okay? So things you can put in there, you can have a HEPA air filter. Works great. Helps clean up the air. Some people put little vents or covers over their air vents. So a great, I'll have a link in there. It's called it used to be called National Allergy Supply, and now it's called National Supply. And they have a list, they have a whole website of all kinds of allergy reducing products for bedrooms. Another thing you can do that I have people do in the evening and also in the morning is called the facial flush or sinus rinse. And here's how you do it. Basically, you plug the sink, you pour in a tablespoon of salt, and you fill it up with hot water. You test it with your chin. You don't want to burn yourself. And then when you can, you ease your face into the water like so. So here's the water line. Everything's underneath. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lift your face up. You blow all the mucus out of your nose. And yes, you go down again. You do that 5 times, okay? You do that before you go to bed and when you wake up. It can help remarkably with cleaning stuff up out there. Very simple, but don't burn yourself. Test it with your chin first. So along those same lines, we're going to talk about supplements. So one of the other things that really helps morning and evening is powdered vitamin C. Quarter teaspoon is 1,000 milligrams. 1 teaspoon is 4,000 milligrams generally. So I take myself a half to 1 teaspoon before bed and in the morning, and you just chase it. Watch out for loose stools. Everybody's got their boundaries or their limits, and that can really help with getting you more perky by 2 mechanisms that I know of. One is vitamin C acts as an antihistamine, so it keeps everything clear. 2 is it helps adrenal gland function, which helps you stay awake, hormones, and have more anti-inflammatory effect. So a couple other supplements. Tyrosine in the morning. Tyrosine is the precursor to some of the called dopaminergic neurotransmitters that can help perk you up. So I learned this from a psychologist, and she gave a conference, and what she had everybody do was take tyrosine in the morning, 2,000 milligrams, come in 500 milligram pills, 4 of them in the morning, but you can't take them with food. As soon as you wake up, with water. And sometimes literally that can wake people up within hours or the next day. So if you don't have any improvement, you add 500 milligrams the next day and 500 milligrams the next day. Maximum of 6 pills or 3,000. Only side effects, very rarely, little edginess or tension headache, you back off a pill. But sometimes it can be literally waking up people. I've had people that happen to. A couple other supplements. Power Through is a green tea extract. You can Google it on the internet. Very gentle, subtle energy improvement. Does it in 90% of my patients. They love it. They come back and buy it. Next is CoQ10. Coenzyme Q10, ubiquinone or ubiquinol. Ubiquinol is the more bioavailable form. 100 milligrams once or twice, one or two of those in the morning, ideally with a fatty meal if you're going to do it, but with food at least. That can help produce energy in your cell, in the mitochondria, the little energy producing organelle in your cell. Next would be a good B50, B100. And lastly is your cup of coffee, black tea, and green tea. But don't put sugar and don't put cream all over it. Just have it black. If you got to put something in it, put some of the nut milks in there. As usual, this list is in the video description below this YouTube and the important links. I'd love you to join my health letter, Kirk's Power Aging Tips. It can be there at my website, kirkspoweraging.com or prescription2014.com. So until next time, sleep well and wake up really bright and shiny. I'll talk to you soon.